The Miami Redhawks from the Mid-American Conference fly into the BB&T Arena, taking on the Northern Kentucky Norse. Les, good evening, everyone. Brady Labor joined as always by the Xavier sharpshooter Brad Redford. And Brad, these are two regional teams getting together for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah, and Northern Kentucky looking to stay undefeated at home. They're led by the preseason pick for Horizon League Player of the Year, Drew McDonald. And for Miami, they're led by a pair of sophomores. They're on a 3-game winning streak. Those sophomores, Delonte Brown and Nike Sabandi.
All right, Northern Kentucky looking for Horizon League action coming up soon. Let's take a look at those standings brought to you by Tom Reckton Heating and Air. The Norse with an 8-3 pre-conference record so far, tied with IUPUI.
Yeah, IUPUI much improved. They have a big non-conference win at Boston College. A little bit of a surprise at number 4, Wright State, a team picked to be at the top of the league, sitting at 5-6, under 500 as we're about to enter conference play.
Okay, for tonight's game, let's look at the matchup of star players, starting with Nike Sabandi.
Yeah, Nike Sabandi, he is an absolute bucket getter, a guy that is fantastic in one-on-one situations. It's similar to Steph Curry, who wants to cross you up, hesitate, and rise for three-point shots. Nike Sabandi will be doing that all night.
For Northern Kentucky, Tyler Sharp has been red hot as of late.
And a big-time competitor, the guy that's not just great on the offensive end, last 6 games averaging over 17 points per game, but on the defensive end, he gets it done as well. He will get up into the Miami, Ohio offensive players on the perimeter.
All right, let's take a look at tonight's storylines brought to you by Toyota.
Well, Northern Kentucky looking to get back on a winning track. They've lost 2 in a row on the road. Miami, Ohio, we talked about it earlier, has won 3 straight. And could this be a new rivalry between 2 regional teams, 2 programs that are heading in positive directions? And the matchup I'm really looking forward to watching is McDonald versus Bowman, the battle of the bigs. They can step it out as well. Who's going to get the better matchup tonight?
And we'll see what happens as the Norse and the Redhawks battle it out when we come back on Fox Sports Ohio.
NKU Norse Basketball on Fox Sports Ohio is brought to you by Jeff Waller Eastgate Chevrolet, St. Elizabeth Healthcare, Pepsi, and Kentucky Employers Mutual Insurance.
Welcome back to the BB&T Arena as we are ready for basketball action. Let's take a look at our starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Braxton Brewery. First for Miami, it's Nike Sabandi, Jalen Attaway, Darian Ringo, Delonte Brown, and Bam Bowman. For Northern Kentucky, it's Trayvon Faulkner, Tyler Sharp, Dantez Walton, Drew McDonald, Zanai Robinson. That'll round things out for John Brannon's Northern Kentucky Norse. As there you take a look at John Brannon, 4th-year head coach of the Norse, as he's getting ready to try to get his team off of a 2-game losing streak, suffering road losses at Cincinnati and a buzzer beater at Eastern Kentucky. Let's take a look at our keys to the game there, Brad Redford.
I think for Miami, it's really their shot selection. They have a lot of younger players. They have just 1 senior starting. They need to do a better job of finding shots within the offense. For NKU, go early and often to Drew McDonald. He is a double-double machine for both teams. Perimeter defense, they both like to fill it up from 3. Got to make sure there's always a hand in the face of every player when they're outside of the 3-point line.
We are ready to jump things up here at the BB&T Arena. And we are off and running. Miami gets the tap, and it'll be Ringo, the point guard. He sets the pace. Down low to Bowen. It goes right through his fingertips, and an early turnover for the Redhawks.
Yeah, and that's a key matchup early to take a look at. Bowman, who's played really well, especially as of late, against Drew McDonald. I expect both those guys to go one-on-one, man-to-man.
In transition, it's Sharp who intercepts it. Faulkner with it. Down low, somebody lost McDonald, and he'll go to the line with a hoop and the harm.
Yeah, just a great job there by McDonald, running the floor, getting the ball, being strong with it, and then Bowman kind of fouls McDonald, and we'll see it right here. Just a great job of McDonald with the shot fake, going up strong, going through contact, and now he's looking for the 3-point play.
So McDonald, who last time out at Eastern Kentucky surpassed LaRon Moore as the all-time leading rebounder in Northern Kentucky basketball history. He was recognized before this game for that feat. And he completes the three-point play. And now NKU will pick up full court. Tonight's production is crewed entirely by Northern Kentucky University students. They gain valuable hands-on experience that will benefit them as they enter the job market. For more information on the electronic media broadcasting major and the many other degree programs offered by Northern Kentucky University, log on to the website nku.edu. Northern Kentucky University, success by design. Fans join the uprising and support NKU student athletes by becoming a part of the Go Norse Fund. Any level of support, no matter the size, helps fuel champions every day. For more information about how you can support NKU student athletes, log on now to GoNorseFund.com. Carano will inbound it. He gets it to Bowman. Now Ringo. And he has it taken away from him. And that will pretty much do it. Northern Kentucky will snap the two-game losing streak as they get off the schneid with a 72-66 win over a very good Miami team.
Yeah, Zanai Robinson, the point guard for Northern Kentucky, he was fantastic. He was electric in the second half, and a big reason why Northern Kentucky is coming away with this victory.
All right, we'll toss it to a break and come back with our final thoughts. Northern Kentucky defeats Miami 72-66. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back to the BB&T Arena. Northern Kentucky comes away with a 6-point victory over the Miami Redhawks, 72-66. Brady Labor back here along with Brad Redford. And Brad, an entertaining game here and a victory that Northern Kentucky really needed to improve to 9-3.
I mean, that was a really fun matchup. It's a game I would like to see year after year, and hopefully NKU and Miami, Ohio can figure that out. But it was senior leadership for Northern Kentucky. Drew McDonald had a big night, as well as the other senior, Zanai Robinson. And you said it earlier, but NKU, after losing 2 games in a row, feels good to come home. They are now 7-0, undefeated at BB&T Arena.
And unfortunately for Miami, they snap a 3-game winning streak of their own as they fall tonight here in the BB&T Arena. Let's take a look at our final stats there, Brad, as Northern Kentucky really did a good job of shooting in the second half.
Yeah, both teams struggled from the three-point line, but the points in the paint, that's the big difference. NKU 42 compared to Miami, Ohio, just 24. I thought Northern Kentucky did a better job attacking the rim and then finding creative ways to get the ball into Drew McDonald.
21 points for Drew McDonald. He leads the way, another double-double as he pulls down 10 rebounds. 19 for Zanai Robinson. Well, Nike Sabandi, one of 3 scorers in double figures for Miami. He leads the way with 13 for the Redhawks. Brad, it was fun, man. We got to do this again.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be here on Thursday night, so I'll see you here shortly.
We will be here on Thursday night. Check your local listings as Northern Kentucky plays Northern Illinois. For my partner, Brad Redford, our producer, Emma Wilson, engineer Bill Farrow, and our director, Wes Akers, this is Brady Labor saying goodbye from the BB&T Arena, where the final score is Northern Kentucky 72 and Miami University 66. This has been a presentation of Fox Sports Ohio. Fans, we're glad you joined us here tonight, and we will see you down the road.